Hello, my name is Olga Lucia Reyes, and I am going to tell you a history about a girl who wanted to reach the moon. The history is called Catching the Moon. She loved baseball. She loved the powdery taste of dust clouds as she slid through them. She loved the way the sun hit her as she crouched in the oven, waiting for fly balls. And she loved the city in her palm and as baseball slammed into it right before taking a runner out. If there were anything in the world better than baseball, Marcenia didn't know what it was. She dreamed of growing up to be a professional ball player, so she could play all the time. I wish I knew why you liked baseball so much. Mama sighed as she gently washed Marcelia's hair. Marcelia exploded. Mama often questioned Marcelia's interest in baseball, particularly when washing fell dirt from her hair. It's just fun, Marcelia said, giving her mother the same response she always did. Playing dolls is fun, Mama said. Marcenia blew a puff of glitter from her palm. Not as much fun as baseball. After Marcenia crawled into bed, Papa appeared in the doorway. What did you learn in school today? He asked. Marcenia thought for a moment. Some history? Papa crossed his arms. And how did you think you win the game after school? Harold got a triple in his first at-bat, and Clarence tagged out to runner. Marcenia said, I barely struck out my first time at the bat. But then I caught a deep fly ball. That would have scored the trying move for the other team if Lad missed it. We won 11 and 10. Marcenia smiled, beaming like moonlit, soon as she shared the tale of her victory. We won the game, Marcenia said once more. And you also repeat another dress, Papa said, smiling. Then he kisses Marcenia. He checked and turned off the light, leaving her alone with the moonlight and shadows and her dream of becoming a baseball player. The tiny house was still. Marcenia could almost hear her mother nibble and treat moving through the fabric as she sat at the kitchen table mending Marcenia's dress. After a while, Marcenia heard Papa's voice. I wish she would think about school as much as she thinks of baseball. She wants to be a ball player when she grows up, Mama said with a sad chuckle. I just want her to be happy. She'll be what every other girl in the neighborhood will be. Papa promised. A teacher, a nurse, a maid, Mama said softly. I'm going to a sport trip tomorrow, Marcenia promised the darkness as she clapped her hand over her ears. I'm going to hit a home run too. The next day after school, Marcenia went to the playground. The other girls staying on the hardtop to play hopscotch, jump rope, or jacks. The boys were huddled at the mound talking quietly. They cast excited glance at the man who was watching the field from the bleachers. Do you know who he is? Harold asked Marcenia as he joined the group. He tied his head toward the man. That there is Mr. Gary Street. He's running a baseball day camp this summer. Marcenia knew about Gary Street. He was the manager for the Louis Cardinal. He had led his Cardinal to the National League pennant in topped that the next year by winning the 1931 World Series. What he won? Marcelo asked. Hit for his baseball camp, Harold said. He's going to be right here on the field every day except Sundays and game days. What is the cost? Marcelo asked. It's free, said Clarence. All you need is good angle and baseball cleats, Harold added. Marcella couldn't hardly contain her excitement. She would do anything to be one of the players in Mr. Smith's camp. That afternoon, Marcella played with the purpose. She scooped the grounders, catching them into her body to make sure they didn't bounce away. She slid into second, keeping so low she wouldn't be taken. She kept her eyes on each pitch, waiting for a good one to send over the fence. She scored the three rules looked like she won't and hit at Olga. When Mr. Street approached the players after the game, Marcella brought in close so he could see her. I just saw some good ball, Mr. Street said, smiling. Who wants to come to my baseball camp and really learn to play this game? Every hand went up. Mr. Street took them out. He shook Marcella's hand last. You've got a good arm, little miss, and you run fast, he said. But I don't take girl in my camp. Marcella looked down so no one would see her disappointment. She began striking dust from her breast. Hey, Marcella, been playing ball with you since we were little kids. Harold too, Mr. Street. She's the only player who would work with ever steal bases. Clarence says Marcella was pleased that her friends had come to her defense. But Mr. Street changed his mind. As she walked home, she thought about how those very same boys had teased her when she first started playing baseball with him. Then when they saw she could run, hit and throw as well as they could. The teasing stopped. They had let her play. Marcella decided to give Mr. Street a reason to change his mind. Every day Marcella played baseball, and every day Mr. Street refused to invite her his camp. They came a day when Marcella got tired of hearing him say, I don't take you in my camp. That day when she was on third base in the inning of a tie game, Marcella decided to take the biggest chance in baseball. She decided to stay home. When the pitcher drew back his arm to throw the ball to Harold, Marcella launched into motion. The catcher sniffed the pitch in his glove and ran toward Marcella to tag her out. Marcella doubled back toward her when the catcher threw the ball back to the third baseman. Marcella turned and moved toward home plate as the ball sailed above her head. Marcella pumped her arms and kneed harder. With the ball spinning toward home, Marcella dropped the weight and slid into home plate. She had stolen Homer's score with a winning run, while her teammates celebrated the victory. Marcella placed her hands on her hip and faced Mr. Street. I am a baseball player, she said. I want to learn to play this game as well as can. May I come to the camp? Well, little miss, if you can stay home, you can probably do anything you said you're going to. Mr. Street said, you can come to my camp as long as you have your own equipment. When Marcella told her parents the good news about the camp that evening, her father not pleased. I don't like you acting like such a tomboy, he said with a snap of his evening paper. Besides, we don't have money to spend. They come free, Marcenia say excitedly. Equipment isn't free, Papa said. I have a glove. Marcenia said Harold gave me his whole one. You need cleats and we don't have money for good, Papa added. So unless you prepare to give them yourself, I think you'll have to forget about that time. With another snap of Papa's newspaper, Marcenia felt her ring move out of reach. Mr. Street was at the field the next time Marcenia played. Before the game, she mustered all her strength to keep from crying. Mr. Street, she said, I can't go to your camp. I don't have police and my father said we can afford them. But that's young, don't you? Thank you for you invite me. I thought she was sad. Marcenia played as well as she always had. She loved baseball too much not to play her heart. Unable to sleep, Marcenia gazed through her window at the full moon glowing in the sky. It was round and bright, like a brand new baseball. She reached to the floor and took up her baseball glove. She putting on and punched the pocket. And if the moon would drop into light so many fly balls had before. Marcenia wondered sadly if Papa was right. Maybe girls didn't grow up to be ball players after all. But playing baseball was her dream. And Marcenia couldn't imagine doing anything else. The next day after school, Marcenia was the first one at the playing field. Mr. Street was already there, and he waved Marcenia over. You're a good club player, Marcenia, he said. I want a good club player for my camp. He handed Marcenia a box, and he watched it as she opened it. Her eyes winked, and she pulled out a shoe with each hand. These weren't use any shoes. These were real baseball cleats. Thank you, Mr. Street. Marcenia was excited. She could barely squeeze out the words. She held the shoes to her chest. They were even better than stealing home. Don't you have a game to play, Mr. She said, nodding toward the field. Yes, I do, Marcenia replied happily. Her finger flew as she unbuckled her street shoes and laced on her new cleats. They fit perfectly. She ran in them. She jumped in them. Then she cuffed and slid them, and she hit a home run in them. After the game, the boys rushed to Mr. Street, talking over one another about the game. Marcenia lingered at home plate. She stared at her friend, proud of the new scarf and a smudge on her shoes. They had been a little stiff at first, but now that she had played a good game of baseball in them, the cleats were exactly the way she wanted them to be. Mr. Street, excuse me, himself from the crowd of boys. I look forward to seeing you come, he said to Marcenia. She gave him a hopeful smile. But Marcenia knew she still one more person to convince before she could officially accept Mr. Street's invitation. She ran home and waited anxiously for her father to return home from work. As soon as her father arrived, Marcenia showed him her new cleats. Now, Marcenia, where did you get shoes? Where did you get those shoes? Papa asked sternly. Mr. Street gave them to me, Marcenia said. He wants me to come to his baseball camp. Papa looked down at Marcenia's baseball cleats, which were already scuffed and dusted with field dirt. You must be a pretty good ball player for an important man like Mr. Street to buy you those shoes, he admitted. Then he smiled. You know I don't like charity, but I reckon we can get those shoes back in this state. I have to thank Mr. Strick for his generosity when I take you down to that baseball catch. Marcenia could hardly believe her ears. Papa had agreed. Her chest filled with joy and she threw her arm around her father, hugging him hard. You'll see how good I am, she cried. Marcenia felt as proud and happy as if she reached right up in the sky and caught the moon in her glove. She was on her way to become a real bass player. She would make her dream come true. Finish.